Hey everybody, this is Rustin with Metalholic and Metalholic Radio, and with us today, the quiet storm of Halestorm, Josh Smith. How are you doing, man?
I'm very good. Good to hear from you. Good to talk with you, Rustin.
Absolutely. Always good to talk with you guys. And you guys, I think, are in like Battle Creek, Michigan today. Isn't that the home of all the places that we're used to get our stuff out of the back of comic books when we were kids?
I don't know. You know what it is, though? It's like it's the headquarters of like Kellogg cereal.
Right.
So if you're eating some Kellogg's brand cereal or Post, it's probably from here in Battle Creek. We're actually playing at the Kellogg's Arena tonight. So
cool.
I mean, it's
Nice. Yeah, see, it probably predates you, man. When I was a kid, that was on the back of the cereal boxes. Whenever you had to send in for whatever the toy was, it was always Battle Creek, Michigan. So, anyway.
That's so funny.
So you guys are out on tour right now with Godsmack and Stained. How's that going so far?
It's going great. I mean, we're just having so much fun. We've toured with Stained before, once or twice before, and just always have a great time with them. They're great guys, super easygoing. But like for as long as we've been out, and for as long as Godsmack has been out, we've never done a tour with them. It's like it's kind of weird, because the rock circle, it's a pretty small circle. Everyone kind of knows everyone, and so to finally be touring with them is really cool. And they're just such great dudes. We've been having so much fun with them. It's such a laid-back tour. And, over the weekends, the past 2 weekends, actually, we've been breaking off to go to different radio festivals. And every time we get back to the Mass Chaos tour, it's like, back on track. Let's keep it this way. This is fun. We're just having a blast out here.
Well, and you guys have now achieved, I think, that next level where you're going to be doing a lot of big tours like this, where everything from here on out below tours like this is going to be like headlining stuff. How are you guys feeling about that after all of the club touring you guys did on the first album?
We're pumped, and we're not going to get out of the clubs, and nor do we want to. But I think there's still plenty of clubs in our future. But for us, it's kind of always just been about raising the bar and keeping momentum and just continuing to sort of rock forward, and that's what we look forward to the most, I think. We want to remain as close and intimate with our fans as we have been over the internet, but particularly, how it is in clubs. It is a much more intimate atmosphere, and you can reach out and shake hands with people, and that's something we definitely want to keep around, and something we definitely sort of appreciate and cherish.
And that's the thing that's made you guys, aside from how wonderful the music is, so popular with everybody, is you guys have such a great connection with your fans. You're all very down to earth and genuine, and people just love that in this day and age. That era of the rock star being mystery or mystique, if you will, is gone. Now it's about relating to the fans one-on-one, and you guys do that so well. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, on the flip side of that, I don't know if I've been punked here or not. You can tell me. After I wrote the review of the new album, The Strange Case of, I got this email. It reads this: just read your review of Halestorm's new record, and you pretty much nailed it. I have had the pleasure of watching this group develop from the beginning as Josh's father. They are real people, clean kids, clean kids who have worked their butts off to get where they are. While you describe Josh as quiet, I can tell you firsthand that he prefers to speak with his musicianship. He has a double music major in college, a trained classical pianist, has done the arrangements for and sings primary backup to Lizzie on nearly every song they've ever made. He is a great person, and I am so proud of him. Is that your dad, Brian?
That's Brian, yeah. Daddy Brian.
Well, there you go. So I wasn't punked. So that's actually what your dad sent to me, which I thought was incredibly nice for him to send. But I didn't know that about you. You had a double music major in college?
No, I don't. I went to school as a double music major, and I went for about 2 years, and when I was home for summer break, is kind of when I started working, with Halestorm, and this was back in '03, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they asked me to join the band, and I dropped school and joined the circus.
There you go.
So I went for 2 years. I was my primary major was piano performance, and I'm a classical piano player since age 7. And then I did a music ed as a secondary major, and it was kind of just like the professors were saying, like, it's great. It's saying, basically your major in piano is telling you that telling people that you can play piano really well. So maybe you want to get another major. I was like, okay, I'll do the education, and it was fun and all. And I still love to learn and want to continue it. And maybe I'll get back to college someday and finish an education in music. But it's cool. Now we actually have a keyboard out on the road. Between Lizzie and I, we're doing a few things, and but we have it set up every day. So I bring my books back out, and I'm kind of comping and playing, just kind of dusting off the old the keys and getting back into playing piano. So I'm just really pumped. I haven't been this happy in a while. It's just having access to a piano. But yeah, did that, and what was that, 8 years ago now? I think I've been in the band 8 or 9 years. So yeah, and I'm glad I did it though. It's been quite the adventure.
Well, nice. And the new album, A Strange Case Of, came out, and this is your sophomore album, which are always the trickiest, it seems. And you guys really took some risks with this time around. You had some heavier stuff than maybe you've done before, but you also had a lot lighter stuff. I mean, the 3 ballads on there with the keyboards, the piano and stuff. Now, did you play those on the album, or did Lizzie do that? And how are you guys handling that live?
No, I didn't. We brought this guy in who recorded on a bunch of stuff. Green Day, American Idiot. He was the piano player on that, and the song was Lizzie had wrote with someone. We were still out on tour, and so we never got a chance to sit down and work it out. So this pro came in and knocked it out. We gave him a little bit of direction, and it was awesome. But live, Lizzie will be playing Break In. But yeah, as far as the sophomore album, the whole slump thing goes, I mean, we were really happy with our success on the first album, but I don't think it ever set us up for in a point where the bar was too high, too unattainable for us. We kind of knew early on, like, we can do better, and I think we always feel like that. I think we're already looking forward to our next album. So I don't know. I don't foresee any sort of album slumps in our future. We're so hungry to continue writing and just learning and getting better as musicians and on stage and just just at everything.
So, and this is definitely not a slump by any means. This is a great album, but like I said, you guys definitely took some risks going into some different directions you hadn't gone before, which I think is wonderful growth for you guys. So now, how much of the new album are you guys playing live on the tour?
Surprisingly, a lot. We're doing a lot of stuff, and we kind of want to. We're really excited about it. We're still working out the kinks with a lot of it, and it's probably, I don't know how smooth it is with the fans, because I think a lot of people aren't really familiar with it yet. So we're not. There's definitely, like, you can see the gears turning, and with the fans listening and everything. We're like, gosh, is this right? Is this okay? Getting a great response though, but yeah, I mean, we're playing darn near that whole album, right now, with the exception of some ballads, which will be coming out once we get on that headline run. And
right.
And yeah, but I think that's the other thing is we're just so excited that we have more material to play out now, you know, aside from, you know, covers and our first album and the older stuff that, you know, it's been around for, you know, some of it's been around for nearly a decade now. It's Not You. That song is probably 10 years old, you know.
Right.
That's really exciting. It's like, we've got all this new material. Let's start playing it. So we've kind of really ushered it into the set as quickly as possible. And we're having a blast. We're having a blast playing it.
Well, yeah, and you guys have been playing that stuff for a long time now. I can imagine it's like your freedom now to get out there and play some new stuff. Yeah. And, of course, we all want to hear that stuff live anyway. Now, I believe after this, you guys are going to be doing some stuff with Avenged Sevenfold. What else is on tap this summer for Halestorm fans?
Yeah, we got a couple shows with Avenged. That's going to be great. We're going to hop over to Europe for about 2 weeks, right after this tour ends. I think it's 2 weeks we have left on this tour. Then we'll hop over to Europe. We'll come back and do a couple shows with Avenged, and our headline tour begins. So we're gonna do another lap around the U.S. and show people all the new songs, and really looking forward to that. After that, geez, what else is planned? I don't know. But I can't guarantee you one thing. The next 2 or 3 years, we're going to be out on the road. So, we're going to be out indefinitely from here on out. I mean, it's only just begun.
Josh, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the road. You better get back to Boise. I know we're hard to get to. I'm going to have to move if I want to see some of these great shows, I'm telling you.
We'll get out there, man.